You you are. And so I am actually thinking that I'm live right now on Facebook. And if you go to my friend page, Linda, you should be able to see us if that is true or not. But let me see, let me see. You can if you want to. No, but you'd have to find me first, I think. So I think I'm live. Okay, good. I'm going. I should have invited you to my thing, but so it's just us right now. But let me get us started by. I'm just going to put you on the thing, and I have that kind of power. That's yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, here we are. Here we are. So I think what I'm showing right now. Let's see. I think what I'm showing right now on the screen is a picture of you and I on Zoom talking about the future of work in the state of Hawaii. And Linda, I should have asked you this before, but I don't know how to pronounce your last name.
It's a good name. Nobody has it in the state of Hawaii.
Yes.
It's Linda Puppolo.
Puppolo. Love that name.
P-P-O-L-O. Yeah,
Yes.
it's an
Yeah.
Italian, it's a Sicilian name. And I used to offer to pay my ex-husband $20 if he ever could find my phone, every time he found my name in a phone book.
Oh
He
my
never
goodness.
found my name in a phone book, so I never had to give up the $20.
You're so funny. Thanks for sharing that. Now I know like 20 bucks is the way to go over here, right? So if I can find that, I'm gonna make some money. Anyway,
There you go.
Linda, you are the executive director, correct, of the Workforce Development Board. Is that the real title there? I mean, the accurate
Right,
title?
the Maui County Workforce Development Board, that's
That's right.
correct.
So I wanted to put you on my Facebook page here, and I'm going to leave it up as a video for people to watch. And a lot of people don't know, but lately I've been working on this workforce resiliency initiative for the state of Hawaii's Workforce Development Council, and that's how you and I have connected on this several times. And I've been interviewing tons of people around the state about what's going on in the future of jobs. You know, obviously the unemployment is so bad. What's the future going to look like for people who are out of work, can't find work? You know, what are the skills or techniques they're going to have? And so that's the kind of stuff I want to bring online, because after talking to you, I realized that a whole bunch of people, myself included, just don't know what the resources are out there to help all of us find a job. So Linda, can you just start off from the beginning and just tell me what kind of stuff you do, what the Workforce Development Board is? I know a little bit about the AJC. Tell us a little bit about how that's connected, and then we'll get into some interesting questions, I think, for me.
Okay, it's a complicated system.
Yes, I know, I know.
The money comes down from the federal government to the governor,
Yes.
and then the governor awards it to be administered by the Workforce Development Council in Honolulu.
Right.
And then the money moves to the county government, and the mayor is he's the guardian of the money.
Yes.
And there's a structure where we have a board called the Maui County Workforce Development Board, and all the counties have. And there's 19 members on the board. They're all great souls. We have really good people on our board. We're very, very fortunate for that. And the mayor actually, there's what's called the one-stop operator, which is our American Job Center. The mayor, because there's just not that much funding, nobody bid on it. So the County of Maui is actually the one-stop operator also for our job center.
Gotcha.
Our job center is at the Maui Mall. We not only have an American Job Center, but we have an American Job Center annex because of social distancing.
Okay, thank you. That's right. It's a different world. That's right. Different world that we live in now. Yeah, different world.
Right. So we have an annex, and so we have two offices there that we can we lend it out all the time for people to do classes. So 6 people on one side, 6 people on the other, and we can put a great number of people virtually. So we can do large classes, and for people that don't have equipment, we have 12 spaces for those classes.
Okay, that's awesome. So you guys are I mean, seriously working on work for people. That's what it's about. Tell me how Maui is going, because I know that the state of Hawaii, we had weren't we winning super high in the nation, with some of the highest unemployment rates in the nation just a few months ago? So we were high as a state, but Maui was even higher, correct?
Right. Well, back in February, our unemployment rate on Maui was 2.6.
Okay,
which is
good. Yeah.
So now Maui is actually higher than Oahu. And Maui is, we have 57,044 people filed unemployment claims in Maui County through July 25th.
Wow.
Okay, so this gets more interesting, okay? Because we only have 92,000 people in our workforce.
Oh, jeez. Okay. So
that
makes
comes
a whole
out
difference.
to that comes out to 57. What is it? 57 point? No, what is it?
Don't ask me to do any math.
Percent of the state unemployment is Maui, even though we only have 12% of the population.
Right. Wow.
We're the highest of all the counties, and there's reasons for that because we're a 3-island county, and we have Hana. I mean, what place in the world you can drive through a tropical rainforest to get education? So we have very remote communities, and even up country is pretty remote. So we have some of the most underserved populations, some of the most with Native Hawaiians being very high in those rural communities. And we have, we have the least amount, the unemployment rates in Hana and Molokai right now are, they're probably over 70%.
What?
And, yes. And Lanai is poised to lay off almost everybody.
Oh my goodness. I was just on Molokai this last weekend. I haven't been there for months. And, my grass was super long. Things have been falling off of our little place. And I was just shocked at, how long we haven't been there. And then I was watching everybody, and they were super, super concerned and careful about the virus over there. Only one person in the gas station at a time. I had no idea it was 70% unemployment. What on Maui County, I know, but what kind of jobs are we talking about? 50,000 plus jobs. Is that all visitor industry, or is it other jobs?
It's about 45,000 are directly related to the visitors industry.
Okay. So pretty similar to like the rest of the state overall, taking a big hit. That's where that whole D word, diversification, has been coming up a lot.
Right.
So what's going on?
10 years ago, they did a Maui Island plan. And in that Maui Island plan, one of the two of the big hottest topics in that plan were Maui needed to do two things. One was to diversify its job base, its workforce, and the other one was to reduce imports.
So diversify job base and reduce imports.
Right, because there's large imports here.
How have you been doing on this? How have you been doing on the diversifying thing?
Well, for the last 10 years, the tourism was given a big opportunity, and and don't get me wrong, the Maui Visitors Bureau performed every single one of their objectives. They hit their objectives, so the county was doing really well. But now, in this circumstance, things have changed. So we didn't do those things. We didn't protect our economy by diversifying the job base, and we didn't develop new industries. We didn't reduce imports. So we're in the position we're in because we didn't do those things. So now, guess what? We're getting together as groups and we're working on plans. We created, my office has created this plan called Sector Strategies Committees. And we have 13 committees. I've already been meeting with Hana. These remote places like Lanai, Hana, and Molokai, they're their own committee because they have different needs than anybody else. One of the committees is also employment agencies. We have all the employment agencies meeting together to brainstorm. I want to hear all their ideas. They've been working in this industry for how long? So they're all excited about giving me their ideas and their challenges. And, I'm really excited about it. We have a healthcare, IT, education. We have 13 different sector strategies. So there's a lot of meetings, but I made the meetings have one format, so it doesn't hurt them. I do a brainstorming session in 1 hour with the same format for everybody, and twice a month. So this is how we're handling. We're just starting these sessions. It's working really well. I've been working with the Hana community regularly for the last few weeks. They were my first community. So we're working on it. I got everybody in line in the employment agencies, and we're meeting on the 17th. So, first of all, I want to tell you guys out there in Facebook land in Maui County, I need your help. We need your mana'o. Call or email me and let me know if you would be willing to serve on one of these committees to just give your mana'o twice a month, 1 hour for them.
I just got chicken skin. I just got chicken skin for real, because I just feel like that's kind of the solution overall, is everybody coming together, pulling on this kind of hukilau thing together, and dealing with, you know, the circumstance that we're in. Like, I think that's what you called it. Like, I haven't heard the word unprecedented as much in the last couple of months as in my entire life.
Right.
You know? So,
right.
So, I mean, when you say, hey, get a couple of people together, you know, like, if you know, contribute, it's all on us. It's really not like those guys or those people need to come up with a solution. It really is, what are we going to do together? I got some family. I got some ohana in Hana too. I don't know if I told you that the last time I talked, but I've only been there like once to go see my auntie up there. I got my family's from Kianai, my father's side, and that's
I probably know them. I probably know them.
Do. You know, the funny thing, Linda, I drove into Kianai the first time I ever been there, and I just drove into the first house past the little bread stand, you know, and I just drove in and said, "Hui," and my name is Ka'ala, you know, Souza, and then sure enough, they were my cousins. So it's kind of like,
sure.
Yeah,
there's a lot of Souzas, and a lot of Souzas in the country too.
Yeah, and I don't even know that side of my family, and so I'm still kind of figuring that out. Some of my friends on Facebook from there, but anyway, I'm getting off my track.
We digress.
I always do this. I got a question for you though. So people are losing jobs. What are the jobs that, you know, what are the things that people can do now? I think it's a fantastic opportunity. It's terrible, the stress that is making us do this, but you know, like, you know, that kind of silver lining thing, you know, this upskilling is a term I've heard a lot, retraining. What are people doing? You know, so they lost their old job. This could be a time for them to take advantage of like some training. And I know that you guys do free training. What are the kind of jobs people are looking for or working towards retraining?
Okay, so first let's say that businesses on Maui, 70% of the businesses on Maui have under 10 employees.
Okay.
We have small businesses. So we need to also work, let's not forget the businesses. We need to work with them too, because they can't hire anybody if they're not sustained.
Right.
And that is whatever businesses they are, you know. So that's part of the mission, as well as working with finding jobs for people.
Right.
We right early in the process, we were getting phone calls about unemployment because it was just nobody could get in, and it was a big problem. So what we decided to do is create a website to address that, to help defray some of the calls. I mean, we could not possibly answer the phone, and we didn't want to be in a position where we had no tools. So we created a tool called the MauiAmericanJobCenter.com. And on that website, we have a button that has relief funding. People can find what kind of funding can help them pay their rent, to food distribution, their electricity, all the different grant funding that's out there, and for businesses, all the loans and all the grant funding for them. So that if you press the relief funding tab, you can go in and you can get some help. Okay. Secondly, we actually we explained unemployment and what unemployment means, and how, you know, we have a whole site about how unemployment works, so people can actually read it and understand that it isn't some money that's out there and the government owns it. It's money that comes from employers. It's a payroll tax, basically. You know, so that's the second thing we did, is we just tried to describe everything that we knew that was going on, put all the links, the COVID link, people information we could use as a tool. And then we also have all our classes and training programs that we have up. We have those on there, and we have our counselors' names and all our partners' names that you can go in and you can see what we can do to help. Right. 3 basic programs. Besides the other partners, which they have a lot more programs, but the 3 basic programs for the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, which WIOA, which President Obama signed in 2014, but now we're finally getting it right. We're finally getting to do it the right way. So that it's the adult program, and it's for adults over 18 that have barriers to employment. It might be friends, it might be lack of competency that we could help them with, all different kinds of trainings, all different kinds. The dislocated worker program is what we're really using right now because it's anybody that got terminated for any reason.
Okay.
We have programs to retrain, and the youth program, and that's for youth between 14 and 24. Now we also enroll people in these programs so we can leverage the money to as much bang for the buck for each, right? Our enrollments are going off the charts right now.
Well, so that's awesome. That's good to hear.
Yeah, no. So the first thing, people are paying attention, and they are starting to find us and figure out what we're trying to do. But the second thing was that it got really scary because we can't handle the volume. I knew the volume back in March. I knew the volume was going to be big, but did I think it was going to be 57,000 people? Of course not, right?
Yeah.
So we also have a really special feature that you can, if you don't have a computer, everybody has a smartphone, almost everybody. You can access all our services by smartphone as well.
Yeah.
Really nicely on a smartphone. So we
awesome.
Together with the University of Hawaii, and we're all thinking we got to do a job fair, and we know we can't do a job fair with volume because social distancing, right?
Yes.
So we decided to develop with the University of Hawaii, the Maui County Office of Economic Development, Maui County Workforce Development Board. We all did a collaboration and sat down at the table and met 3 and 4 times a week until we nailed our new website, which rolled out last Friday, a week ago today, and it's called the Maui County Virtual Job Fair.com.
Maui County. Say that again. I should have put that down.
Maui County Virtual Job Fair.com.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
What it is it's a job fair. It's a training site. It's got everything you want to know about how to get career counseling, how to get financial aid at the college, how to get a transitional job, what jobs are available in the community. Employers can post their jobs there. Everything is free.
Yeah.
And if they enroll in UH has a lot of financial aid programs right now for people, and we have some financial aid programs for people. So the training is doable and reachable. Yes. There are jobs, okay? There are jobs out there right now. Now, that being said, just because you have to take a transitional job right now that might not be a job you want for the rest of your life does not mean you can't have a career pathway and move that job into something more.
Yeah. And how does that work? What does that mean? Give me an example of somebody who might get a new job here that would help them to, get another rung up the ladder, or what is the term now? Like lattice, like a job career lattice, you're going sideways.
Think of it like a tree, like the bottom branches, the middle branches, the top branches, right? Think of it like you're going up the tree, you're climbing the tree, So if you're like, for instance, the 60% of the jobs right now are in the healthcare sector. Okay. We're short about 120 CNAs right now. That's certified assistants. Okay. So there's training right now for CNAs. Okay. Now, CNAs they make between $15 and $17 an hour. Maybe that doesn't sound exciting. Yeah. It's only 12 weeks of training. Okay. You have to have a heart for it now. You have to be that person that can do the job.
Right.
But it's 12 weeks of training. You can probably get some on the job training at the same time, which would give you income along with it. Mm-hmm. And then think about it for a second. The next step up would be patient care technician. Yeah. Makes another $3 or $4 an hour. The next step up would be LPN, which makes other few dollars. And if you go all the way to certified nursing, you're making $8,000 a year. So that's what we call a career pathway.
Gotcha. I see that.
Jobs are like that. Now, some are just certificate jobs. Like, say you want a security officer, okay? We have certificate job, certifications in security. You can do that. It's an in-demand occupation. And that's another in-demand occupation. About all 9 or 10% of all the jobs in Maui County are security jobs.
Yeah.
So those are the kind of jobs. Now, there's a lot of transitional jobs. Most of the other jobs are in supermarkets, Lowe's, Walmart, those types of businesses, and fast food.
Yeah. Okay. So when we're talking about upskilling and retraining, those are like the key words that I've heard tons of in this last couple of months. Where and I've also heard reskilling, retraining, upskilling, all these kind of different combinations of that. But when you look at those phrases, that's basically taking like some skills maybe that you never had before, uh, getting some new certificates, some new training, whatever it is, and maybe getting a better job. Is that kind of the thing? And
Yeah.
the training that you're talking about, is it free, or some of the training?
Well, I'm telling you right now, there's going to be training opportunities coming.
Yeah.
I just wrote some grants
Okay.
to for disaster funding and reemployment training funding. So yes, there will be training money. Yes. And there will be on the job training, and there will be some subsidized training especially for employers that, are really having a tough time and they want to hire somebody new, but they can't really do it.
Yeah.
We probably subsidize and give somebody some career experience.
That's right.
There's all kinds of that going on as well. But
okay.
So in this terrible, terrible time that we all just wonder what's going to happen next, we need to pull together, and we need to think out of the box, and we need people to think about, okay, if you were a concierge at a hotel, you have a skill set already. You know how to use computers. You know how to talk on the phone. We are going to have IT remote job training.
Yeah.
And the placement rate is about 80% for those help desk jobs.
Okay.
Pay pretty well. So those are the kinds of things you can take those skills that you had in the hotel, and you can move them and use the skills you already have and look for another. That's called upskilling. To take the next level, and then from there, you could take that A+ training and get certified, and then take a cybersecurity training, which is more money.
Yes.
And then from there, you can take an administration type of job, which is more money. Again, another career pathway.
Yeah, I see this whole step-by-step ladder thing. We got a couple of people watching right now live, and a lot of these kind of videos that I do, you'll see them. People will watch the videos later. But if you guys are watching live and you have any questions, we're talking to Linda right now. She's the executive director, and I should have put this on your name tag. I mean, I have. There's a little name tag. I could have put that. Maui Workforce Development Board. She knows everything there is to know about workforce over there in Maui, and you're just spitting out numbers off the top of your head. I told you, just crazy stuff. So the key thing, one of the key things that I heard you say is that people have transferable skills, and there's also this opportunity here to identify what those skills are, and then look at maybe making a climb sideways or upways or whatever across the lattice to some new job opportunities. And so, a lot of us get really comfortable. We don't like to shake up our lives here, and we're being forced to do it right now. And so this could be, for a lot of people, that opportunity. I remember I got fired. We didn't talk about this, but I remember getting fired once, more than once. But and I was like, I was so devastated. I was so devastated from that, and it was with some cause, I guess. But I remember getting fired, and then it took me down some path that I would never have even gone on by myself. And so what was a negative, kind of turned out, to be something of a positive, because it brought me to what I'm doing right now. And I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be. So, COVID-19, this whole pandemic could do that for a lot of people. And you have any friends like this who I have several friends who have completely retired. I have other friends who are saying the job that they were in is not the job they want to be in anymore, because they're having to identify what's really important to them in this pandemic. Are you seeing people do that as well on Maui at all? Like reassessing their life?
I did it. Okay, so the 60s and 70s, have you ever heard of a guy named George Plimpton? He was actually, what he did is, for a television show, he used to go on different careers. He would do those careers, and that they film him doing them, even though he couldn't do some of the technical stuff. He still wanted to get experience of what it was like to be in those. He was in an operating room. He was on a football field, all kinds of stuff. Well, I feel like I have some of George Plimpton's quality. I have probably 40 different professions under my belt.
Oh my goodness, you're the poster child.
Yeah, I'm a poster child for change. Yeah, right. So, but the skills I learned back in, I worked in a plumbing supply as a bookkeeper, but the skills I learned in that plumbing supply about customer service, about, I worked on computers when they fit in a room, and those skills I learned back then were unbelievable. I worked for small businesses for years. So I went to UH and I took almost all their classes and how to put a computer back together, because I work for small businesses. We couldn't afford to hire people. When my computer was done, I had to fix it.
Yeah.
That's the kind of things I'm talking about. People don't realize the number of transferable skills they already have.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm telling you who can help them. My counselor, Chantel Rowland, and Kate DuPont from my programs at the American Job Center. Those people are unbelievable. And then the college on our Maui County Virtual Job Fair.com site, we have all kinds of training opportunities and financial aid, and it takes you can actually go through and get an appointment from our website for a counselor to talk about how you can change your future at University of Hawaii. And
that is fantastic.
I know. I've been working with these people for the last 3 months at University of Hawaii, and we've been working so closely together to develop these types of tools and services. They are just awesome. They're so eager to help everybody in the community right now.
Right. I just put down that website. I think I did. MauiAmericanJobCenter.com, right? Is where you were talking about. Yes.
MauiAmericanJobCenter.com is where you can find everything we do at the American Job Center, and Maui County VirtualJobFair.com is where you can find traditional jobs and training. You can go right through to UH, and it's pretty
that's awesome
to navigate. It's pretty simple to navigate. I think you can get a lot done in one day just sitting there playing with it.
That's good. You know what? I appreciate your time. And again, I know I kind of randomly called you up and then, hey, can you come on Facebook with me? And I know you've been in meetings all day. And I saw you eating your lunch earlier, right before we came on. And so all of that, thanks for sharing your heart with us. I'm going to leave this video up. And so people from Maui, I'm going to send it over to my ohana over there. And if you don't mind, I might want to bring you back on and ask you some more questions, because I know you have stuff to do, but I really appreciate your knowledge and the wisdom that you have. So any last words before we go on?
I would be happy to help in any way I can.
Yeah.
My last words are to my ohana, my Maui community, please. There's opportunities.
Yes.
I know it's tough right now. I know it. And I hear people call me every day and cry. I have to listen to people cry every day. It breaks my heart. But we're working. Just know that Maui County employees and the University of Hawaii are working so hard to help you. Attention, get on there, get the services.
You gave me chicken skin a couple times, and so I'm gonna leave these links up. I'm gonna put them in the video edit comment things, whatever it is, and hopefully people who are on Maui can figure that out. I know if you're not on Maui, I know the Big Island, Hawaii Island has this, Oahu has American Job Centers as well. I'm gonna try and get those guys on as well. But again, thanks for being my guinea pig on this. I appreciate that. I'm going to be out. Aloha. I think I'm going to try and figure out how to end this now. I don't know how to be done. So thank you very much. I'm done. Okay. I think I'm done. I'll talk to you soon, later on. So for those of you who have been with us this whole time or on there now, I don't know if this was helpful, but we'll give it a shot and get some resources up here to see if we can get our family in Hawaii the jobs that they're looking for. So if you have any questions, pop them into the comments or whatever. Thanks, you guys. I'm gonna be done too. I think I am. I'm gonna click this thing. This is like that classic Zoom. Okay, see you. Bye. And then you have to wait. All right. Bye.